are you?
Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, you are watching the Geek Chat on the Experience. I'm missing someone. I don't know where he is. Maybe we'll find him when the show starts. Hit the cue. Go for it. Roll the intro. Ah, well, you're stuck with me for a while. Hey everyone, welcome in. You're watching the Geek Chat on the Experience. I'm Beardy Rich. We've got a full show of great comic books for you today, a whole bunch of number ones, and we are going to be reviewing X-Men books. We haven't reviewed an X-Men book in so long because they're terrible, but we are going to dive into the Hunt for Xavier storyline. Hey Barlord, welcome in. We've got a great giveaway for you today. I want to apologize for last week. I had a little emergency dental surgery done, and I was in no shape to do the show last Thursday. So that was all on me. Hey, Thomas, welcome in. It took a little TMI, but it took me almost 7 hours to stop bleeding on Wednesday. So it was a little rough. But we're back this week. My co-host is on a train going to Concord. He's on his way home right now in the car. I'm getting daily updates from him and lots of pictures. He's been blowing my phone up with pictures of him on BART, which if you've been to San Francisco, BART is the way we get around. It's the Bay Area Rapid Transit, and it's not so rapid, but it is transit. That is super comforting. I'm so sorry. I hope yours goes a little bit better than mine. It really sucked. But a great tip is to get the bleeding to stop, suck on a tea bag, a black tea bag. Perfect.
Yeah, I won't do that. I'll just do my show live and just bleed out the corner of my mouth live on the air.
I love it. I could have done that. No, I wouldn't want to do that. My jaw was super painful from him tugging and tugging and tugging. And he's an older gentleman, but he got some strength in those old arms. So I hope it goes well for you, Kyle, tomorrow.
If we stick on this side of Little Shop of Horrors, the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors is my fear. This side of that, I'll be good.
Oh, mine's really nice. Mine is really nice. He's a super nice guy. It's a team, him and his assistant. They work like a well-oiled machine. They don't even really speak. It's great. And the weird thing is, I don't understand how dentists know what you're saying when they've got everything in your mouth and they ask you a question, and somehow he's always understood. Hey, you didn't even take your jacket off.
Well, I ran in and had to get to us. So
take your jacket off.
What are you talking about? Putting stuff in mouths and not still being able to understand? What?
Dentist work. Kyle is having a little dentistry done tomorrow, and I was saying that it was my fault that we were not here last week. So.
Well, good luck, my friend. Dentists are sadists, so let's go have fun.
Ah.
So Have you ever watched what is it? Little Shop of Horrors?
That's what he just said. Cal was like,
Fantastic movie.
he really doesn't want that as a dentist.
What? Like they'll sing to you as they torture you. It'll be fantastic. Talk about our giveaway.
I was just about to. Why don't you tell them who it's by?
All righty, everybody. So our giveaway is the Red Hulk #1. And it is by the fantastic. It's our variant right here. It's posted right there. It is by Inhook Lee variant of Red Hulk #1. It is a 1 in 25. And of course, as always, type in hashtag Geek Chat and you can win it. Or you could win it. Like, I hope you win it, because everything that does not get won, Rich comes to my house and he steals it. So it's like he's like a reverse Santa. It's crazy. It's like, I'm like,
hey, you need to get me Kelly's variant that he won too.
You know what? The weird thing about it, when I came, when I saw your husband the other day, I literally had it.
Oh my God!
It is sitting in my desk at work. So yes, I need to get it. So Kelly, I have not forgotten about you, buddy. So I'll definitely get it to you. But yes,
welcome
please.
in Kenneth. Welcome in Zax. Hey Mike. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Be sure everyone put in Geek Chat, hashtag Geek Chat, so that you can win this great variant. Because I actually like it, and it would look really nice in my collection.
Yes. So please. So really quick question, everybody. Rich and I were talking, and we were thinking to ourselves, hey, do we want to watch? I mean, we're going to watch it, but do we want to fully review Daredevil Born Again?
Oh, you mean The Misadventures of Matt Murdock?
Yes. And I wanted to ask you all out there, would you like us to read it? Like us to watch it? I know. Would you like us to watch it and comment on it? Like, do you believe that would make your lives better? Because part of me, like, I don't know. I've been a Daredevil fan for a huge time. One of my prized possessions is a near mint copy of Daredevil #4. And so I've been a huge Daredevil fan, and I got a collection of all Daredevils between, I think it's 20 through 30, because I really liked that little era. And so I've been a huge Daredevil fan. And I've read the Mark Waid, I read most of the Frank Miller stuff, and I read all that stuff. And I don't know, like, I guess he's the perpetual, sad maudlin guy, and I just don't know if I want to watch Born Again, because it is such a dramatic period in his life, aside from the whole Elektra stuff and Bullseye and Frank Miller ran him through the ringer and everything. I don't know. So I want to ask all of y'all, Mike, Barlord, Kenneth, all of y'all, Daddy Beardy, would you like to hear from us? Would you like to hear our commentary on this? Because think about it, like I don't know. No one else on the review is going to be reviewing it, huh? So maybe we should review it. I don't know. I was just asking. I was asking all of y'all, because if you're familiar with Born Again, it's like super crazy, and I don't really know how they're going to make it. Like, it's got to be different, because unless this Karen Page has a heroin addiction that we just don't know about. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, but and then, like, Kingpin or Fisk is the mayor now, and so that's a whole nother arc that they're bringing into Born Again. So
I just want to say that when we watched it, Coog wanted me to give him a stick to poke him to make sure he's awake.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think Vincent D'Onofrio's character is fantastic, and I think his Kingpin is one of the best Kingpins. The only
I like the way he talks.
I love the way he talks. I think he has a gravitas to his. He has a gravitas to his voice that I really enjoy, and so but I think that he's being, and I don't want to say he's being wasted because I think he's a really good like antagonist to Daredevil, but I want him to go against Spider-Man, and I just know that's not going to happen in the current Marvel landscape. That's just not going to happen, and I want it to happen. So again,
3 episodes will be, because 2 premiered and 1 is going to be next week.
Okay,
so why don't you get caught up and we'll talk about it next week.
Yes, and we'll talk about the misadventures of Matt Murdock,
yes.
and his little buddy Froggy.
You have not watched it, so
Foggy.
I'm not going to...
I heard what happened to Foggy, so it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I heard what happened. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Let's get to it.
Yes. All right. What are we talking about first, Rich?
We're talking about Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars.
Star Wars. It's Star Wars. With lightsabers for you.
I need to put my glasses on for this. Mark Guggenheim did the writing.
Okay.
Madibek Muskabekov was the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Luis Guerrero did the color artist. And VC's Clayton Cowles did the lettering. And Raza did that cover. I chose to get the... I don't even know who this is. It's the Osaka cover. I got it for Osaka.
Okay. Isn't it Ashoka? Ahsoka?
I don't know. So I am a Star Wars fan, but as I learned reading this, I am not that much of a Star Wars fan as I thought I was.
Well,
because I only knew like 5 people in this whole thing.
Because it's from an era that even though was really big, it's the prequel era. Well, it's actually the pre-prequel era. So it's like right before the prequels.
Yeah.
When like, so your frame of reference is Obi-Wan Kenobi being a Padawan. So it's long before the Star Wars or at least the Skywalker saga, but it's not so far removed from, well, it is pretty far removed from the old, this eras.
Republic?
Yeah, the old Republic. So I don't know. I thought what's really good about it is they actually did what you like. They introduced each person with a name tag and a little bit about, like a sentence about, not even a sentence, it's a couple words about who they are in relation to everyone.
Yes, most comic books should do this.
Yes, and I liked that because a lot of the other Star Wars stuff that we have has focused on one person, whether it's Kylo Ren, whether it's Mace Windu, or and so on and so forth. Exactly. I like this because we get to see them all work as a cohesive unit and do different things, and I liked that. And in this issue, I almost said episode, in this issue, we get to see how the Jedi operate as a team. And I had to say it, they're kind of shady a little bit. You know,
we learned that in the TV show. Which TV show was it? Was it The Acolyte? I think it was that one. How they're not as worthy, not worthy, but they're not as good as the first couple trilogies wanted us to believe.
Well, I think there was it's funny in how Guggenheim is portraying them. They are willing to go to the extreme to get peace.
Yeah.
And even though the way that they go about it might be a little questionable, in the end, does the means justify the ends?
Yeah.
You know, or do the ends justify the means? So anyway, I'm like, so in this one, I got it read like a Marvel, like an actual Marvel comic book, though. We got the splash page at the end with things that they were alluding to into the future. We got a setup. There's someone is trying to kill Qui-Gon. We got we got their personalities and who they are. It really acted as a good introduction as for these characters and what they're going to go on.
Yeah.
My only problem, and this is a problem whenever you have, in my opinion, this is a problem whenever you have a prequel type. Hey, show enough. Hi, Garth Wong. This is a problem with the prequel type thing is because we already know what happens to them. So
Yes.
anytime there is an assassination attempt or they show a picture of someone getting stabbed, you know they're going to survive. So the stakes,
Yeah.
unfortunately, are relatively low. So
it's kind of the same reason why I don't want to watch Andor. I mean, I had a really hard. We're not even finished with season 1 yet. It's so hard for me to get through because I don't care about these people because we already know you and I went to that movie. We know how they all end.
Yeah.
So I personally don't see the reason. Well, it's about the journey to get there. I don't care. I know they die. Big deal.
But did you watch Clone Wars? Because that's exactly what that was. Like that was a prequel to everything that happened in in the time before Obi-Wan and Vader, had it out. So
Right.
so in some instances I can see that there could be really cool stories that happen, but when you do a shock page in which you see someone getting killed and well, that's not where they die here,
Yes, that's
it
why
kind
that
of
last
cheapens it a little bit.
the last page you said it was a great splash page, but it means nothing because we know that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I think what Marvel, and again, this is just my reading into it, having read comics for a while, and I think what's happening is they've done all these books with other people, and they figured, well, let's do a group book and see how that works, and have them play off of each other. I thought the artwork was fantastic. I thought the artwork was really good. And I liked what I liked what I read. I thought this was one of the strongest Star Wars books that I have seen or that I have read in a long time. And I might pick this up. I might pick up the number 2 just to see how it goes. I'm not sure. Part of me feels like I want to, because I want to see what's going to happen. It was good to see Yoda fighting. It was good to see how they resolved this conflict in the way that they did. It was kind of shady. But it feels like the Jedis would do this, though. It feels like the Jedis would do this. So for me, it was like, okay, So I don't know, and I'm resisting the urge to say, well, I'll just buy it as a trade. I don't want to do that if I don't have to. But part of me feels like this might read better as a trade for that first story. So, but I don't know. Your mileage may vary, but
I probably will not be picking up the number 2 only
Really?
because it was a good story. I'm not gonna lie. It was, and yeah, the art was great, but I don't know. Can you have too many characters in a book? I felt like too many characters. And I mean, I've been reading X-Men and there's like 100 X-Men in one book sometimes, but I don't know. This didn't hit it enough for me to.
Were they
read the
too
number
similar?
2.
Did you feel they were too similar? Because that's one thing I thought. Because like I can read ensemble books and be fine. X-Men, Legion, any X book really, and then like Legion, Justice League, and so. But I think a lot of those things work because they're very different. These are all same as people with like the same kind of power sets, quote unquote, but they're how they act is different. And I think that's it.
2 things. Yes. Barlord, I actually enjoy Justice League Unlimited. I would love to review it one of these days. Because, and I'm going to tie in Kyle's, not enough connection. Yes. For me, both Barlord and The Experience nailed why I didn't enjoy this. Well, I didn't not enjoy this book. I don't have a connection to these characters like I do in JLU. In JLU, I am so happy that a lot of the characters show up. The Heckler. Do you remember the Heckler?
No.
Oh,
I really don't.
Showed up in one panel in JLU, and I got all excited. I enjoy seeing older characters in the Justice League Unlimited book. This book, I had no connect. Like, I like Yoda. And I also am more.
Yoda.
I like Yoda. I'm more of a. If this was a Sith book, I might have more of a connection to them.
Because you're a villain.
Words. Okay, we got to take a break, and then we are going to come back with our
other two books we're going to talk about before we go on a manhunt.
Yes. So we will get to all the comments and our next book, which is a new number 1 this week, after the break.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com.
Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Geek Chat on The Experience. I'm Beardy Rich.
And I'm not late, but late. Little Black Beauty Desmond. And on your cover. Yeah. What?
Go for it.
No, I'm saying, and this is your 1 in 25 variant cover that we are giving away this week, which is Red Hulk #1 by In-hyuk Lee. It's a 1 in 25. We talked about Red Hulk and all them a couple weeks ago. If you haven't seen the movie, you should probably go and help out the movie's run. I mean, it did okay. Actually, it didn't do that bad, to tell you the God's honest truth. Like, it didn't do that bad. It didn't do like gangbusters, but it didn't do that bad.
So I want to say, yes, the problem that you have 20 pages to make me care about these people. We've always said that here on the Geek Chat for years. We have a certain criteria, and especially the need to return. So if you can make me care, whether it's through character, whether it's through a cliffhanger ending, if you make it so I want to come back, that ultimately is the goal of each and every comic book writer, is to make that reader return.
Yeah.
So the next book is another ensemble book. It is Secret Six. Number one. Okay, so
don't you dare.
I had to read this on a PDF. So, Secret Six. The writer is Nicole Maines, and if you don't know who she is, she actually played Dreamer in the Supergirl universe on the CW.
Wow.
The artist was Steven Segovia. I love his art. The last time I remember seeing his art was on Hellions, I believe, for the after Krakoa age. The colorist is Rain Bered. Letter is Steve Wands, and that cover is Steven Segovia and Rain Berendo. I don't have a variant from them because I didn't get the book.
Why didn't you get it?
So I read the PDF when we did the order.
And you didn't like it?
This is not my Secret Six.
Okay.
I feel like this book...
You are killing me right here.
This book was put together for two reasons. One, they probably needed the trademark. We all remember Marvel lost Champions for a while and had to rename it The Order. And now, I mean, that really is the reason why we're always going to have a New Mutants, X-Factor, X-Force, Exterminators, Inferno, like you name it. Spectacular, sensational, amazing. You need to keep the
All the
trademark.
adjectives.
So all of them. There. So we have Secret Six is back, and they tied it in, which is another reason why I kind of liked it, to the whole absolute power, because Amanda Waller. And in this, we get Superman. Superman Jr. I don't know. Call him Superboy. I don't know why he's Superman. I don't know. His boyfriend, whose name I don't know.
Gossamer.
And Gossamer.
That's his name.
Oh, the last time I remember Gossamer, she was in New Mutants. Remember that white alien girl with the boobies?
Yeah, that's who makes people irrationally angry if they can't do her every bidding.
Yes. And Dreamer. And Dreamer has betrayed Gossamer because they went in under Amanda Waller's orders and slaughtered his
family.
Mom or dad. I don't remember.
His family. Killed his family.
Family, yes. And then we have them going to break out or to check on Amanda Waller and Black Alice. I miss the pre-reboot Black Alice. I don't like her new personality. And something happens and it goes off the rails and they go and there's Deadshot, who I swear was dead, and Catman.
Not in that outfit either way.
What?
He's not in that outfit. He's in
he's not. He's in like some weird outfit.
Yeah, some new paramilitary outfit. I don't know.
Yeah. This book was
Yes, Steve. That is Gossamer as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. He loves getting his hair done.
Yes. Hi, Easy Reader. Hi, Steve.
And he leads an interesting life, according to Bugs Bunny. I liked it.
You did.
I liked it. I liked it because I did not compare it and say things like, "This is not my Secret Six." I didn't do that. Okay. Okay, I didn't do that. I actually looked at the book on its own merit, and I thought, okay, we got Dreamer, who for whatever reason I don't know why, I just like her design and I like her character, and I like Jonathan Kent as baby Superboy or whatever. I like the character. I do not like Gossamer or his partner.
They wrote him so bratty.
Oh my god, he's just a brat. He is like, I get it that she killed your mom and dad. I get it. I mean, I guess that would make me crabby too, but still, I don't know. But it seems like everything that was coming out of his mouth was just some kind of like snipe, and I'm like,
it was like written by a 16-year-old.
I don't know. I didn't like that. So his angst was a little much. Black Alice's angst was a little much, but I'm kind of interested to see what this Black Alice is going to do. I have no idea what's going on with Deadshot and Catman. All I know is Catman is on the floor dead at the end, or like he's dead at the end, and Deadshot is standing above him. So I don't know what's going on. They were transported. Amanda Waller is gone. Now they have to find out what's going on. I don't know how they're going to sustain this.
I think it's 6 issues.
Probably.
It's a mini series. I don't see it.
Yeah. But I liked it.
Team...
I liked it. I thought it was fun because it came off the heels of what's happened in Absolute Power.
Yes, and that's the only reason I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I like the book because it is filling in those gaps about what's going on in this universe, and it really made me feel like DC is really making that cohesive universe that I want to read, and I'm really enjoying it. And there was
don't call it Secret Six.
It's fine to call it Secret Six. They're secretive. They're 6 people. There are 6 people in the book so far. They're going to go off on an adventure, and I'm allowing it. I don't care. I think it's great. Okay.
No.
This is my Secret Six.
All right. So I will say I did love the art. His art was a little bit tamer here than he usually does. You did get some instances of the flair he does, like on the cover, Dreamer's hair.
Yeah.
The way it goes. I've always liked his loose style where he knows the form. He can draw a great form, but then he adds his flair to it. And I feel like the either the inker or the color, probably the inker, toned it down. There was less angles in his
Yeah.
drawing.
I would agree.
But I liked it though. I really enjoy his art.
Yeah, and I do think that you're right. Give it 6 issues, tell a complete story. And
Hey, BBB.
hopefully, like, and they talked about, checkmate a little bit, so that was kind of fun. There was little hints here and there. Um, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I like it. I didn't really like Black Alice being sort of the not the MacGuffin, the Deuce, the Ex Machina, because she's like, I know where she went. Ooh, get me out of here, and I'll tell you. Ooh, and I was like, stop it. So, but other than that, that was okay.
It was solid.
Yeah, it's okay.
Ish. Okay, this next book.
B. Not that one.
B. So the next book is another one of the Doom books. The Doom books.
Yeah.
And oh boy. The writer was Derek Landy. The artist was Carlos Magno. The color artist is Espen, holy jeepers, Espen Grundegern. The letter was VC's Corey Pettit, and that cover is by Jeff Shaw and Arthur Hesley. And I, of course, had to get the Clayton Crane because me loves myself some Clayton Crane. Okay, so Doctor Strange in the Blood Hunt lost his Sorcerer Supreme title.
He didn't lose it. He knows where it is. He gave it to Dr. Doom to hold for a while.
That means he lost it because he don't have it. So he lost it.
Okay. Okay. So I'll start because you started on the last one. Easy Reader.
Good.
I'm sorry. I was not a fan of the art. I thought that it did capture a rustic Norse atmosphere.
Rustic Norse
atmosphere really well. I thought that was pretty good. But other than that, it didn't appeal to me, and that's fine. Art is subjective. Cool. What I did kind of like was the story. I thought the story was kind of fun. It's a murder mystery. That's basically what it comes down to. The basic plot. Doctor Strange is a wizard without a home, and so he basically goes to Asgard and asks, Thor, hey, can I be the Sorcerer Supreme for Asgard? And he's like, well, we don't really need one because we're kind of pretty cool ourselves. But hey, no one's doing it. Go talk to the head wizard or witch or whatever, like the female, version of Doctor Strange. Go talk to her, and if she finds that you're cool, then yeah, So basically, that's it. It literally feels like Stephen Strange in Skyrim. If it's a video game reference. It's like Stephen Strange in Skyrim. It's pretty much what it is. It's like he's on this sort of like pseudo side quest in his own life because it's not going to last. He's going to go there, do something, and then he's going to come back. But the thing is Loki kind of shows up and does something and says, I didn't do this, but Doctor Strange sees him do the thing that he says I didn't do. So some kind of mind control or a spell or something. So yeah. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird. Like I liked the setup a little bit. Like I liked what Stephen Strange was doing. I liked his portrayal in here. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to come of it. I loved how Loki was portrayed in this, as he was like, hey, I was Sorcerer Supreme for a minute, but I didn't like it, so I gave it was beneath me. So like I liked how he was portrayed. And I liked how the Asgardians were portrayed. I don't know. It just worked for me. It just worked for me. And I'm glad that it's not a one and done. It's a continuing, maybe probably 3 issues, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And maybe because I'm a sucker for like magic and I stand for Stephen Strange. I don't know. What were your thoughts?
So it's funny, the art inside, if you are looking at this cover and you open it up, you are going to have quite the jarring two different styles. And it's funny, that art looks like Ron Lim in a way.
Yeah, I can see that in his face.
And yeah, it looks like Ron Lim. So the story was, you said it all. It was a serviceable story. They needed another tie-in book. They needed to do something with Doctor Strange. And Marvel loves bloated events. And I feel like this was this title necessary?
No.
Well, it continues his journey. But like you said, is it going to be 1 or 2 or 3?
It'll be 3.
How many issues is it going to be?
It'll be 3 issues.
So I did not dislike the art as much as you did.
Well, show some art.
I'm gonna try to find something non-spoilery yet.
Well, the picture of him and Thor like hugging, that was kind of nice. I like that picture. He's like, Steven, it's so happy to see your small face. I was like, what the hell, Steven? What the hell, Thor? So yeah, that's a picture of everything. Again, it's not bad, and I thought it captured the I guess I like a more stylized art style. Is the only thing that I can say. Is it, and I think this one was this one was very like I keep using the word like rustic, but maybe it's because the colors were a little muted, and maybe that was because it was in Asgard, and that's why. I don't know. So the art was too digital looking for me. I think that honestly, Kyle, the expert producer Kyle, I think the reason why is because most of that, I think personally, it's the coloring and the inking, because I think a lot of inking and coloring are done on the most all coloring is done on the computer, and I think sometimes when they render it for whatever reason it makes it look a little too digital, as you were saying. I think that's what it was, because I don't know. That's just how in my mind how I'm looking at it. I mean,
if you're a Doctor Strange fan and you care about, his travels, and you want to know how, I don't think this is going to lead him to getting. We have Doom for another like 7 or 8 months, so I don't think this is gonna. I don't think he's gonna get his title back in this, but I think that he will gain something that will help the heroes beat Doom in the end. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Like, I really agree with you. I think this book is going to launch him going back to becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, or you never know, it might launch another event. Who will be the Sorcerer Supreme now? I mean, I think
don't give them any ideas.
Well, Marvel, if you're listening, there you go. Like the who will be the new Sorcerer Supreme, and then we have Billy do it for a while, because he was supposed to.
At the end he becomes it. So
yeah, he becomes Sorcerer Supreme for a while. Let it be Billy for a while. Let Billy be the Sorcerer Supreme, and Doctor Strange, is his mentor or something. I don't know. He mentored his mother.
Hey, do you remember when they tried to make magic when she trained with Doctor Strange?
I thought it was a really fantastic. I thought it was a fantastic little era for her, and so I think that was really good. Moondragon too. She could do it. Brother Voodoo, I think was a Sorcerer Supreme for a moment there too, if I remember correctly. I think he was Sorcerer Supreme for a minute too, when Doctor Strange was dead or something.
One of the times he was dead.
Yeah, one of the times. But again, this reminds me, and again. when was it Kurt Busiek or was that Mark Waid? I think it was Mark Waid relaunched Doctor Strange, and he was like, he became a Sorcerer Supreme for another planet or something, or he was like a sorcerer and he was like in space doing stuff, and I was just like, what are you doing?
So Cleo became the Sorcerer Supreme the last time he died.
Yes. Cleo. She's not Miss Cleo. She's Miss Clea.
I see big things in your future. All right. On that note, it is time for our last break before we get into the hunt for Xavier.
Hold on. We need Pizza Papa for Sorcerer Supreme.
Who the hell is Pizza Papa?
Good. Paul, I think I want pizza for dinner. Anyway, as Richard
Bruce Campbell from the terrible Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Mistakes movie.
Oh.
Mistake.
Don't worry, Steve. I make mistakes all the time, and Rich can't say a name to save his life. Having said that, It's time for a break. Our last break before we come back and we go on we see how the manhunt for Xavier is. And I'm telling you, it's okay. We'll be right back.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Geek Chat on the Experience. Remember to get your hashtag Geek Chat in to enter for our great 1 in 25 In-Hyuk Lee Hulk, Red Hulk #1.
Yes. And also, please stay tuned because after us is Mog and Mel, Sketch Up with Mog and Mel.
And they have a special guest host tonight.
Yes. So please check them out. Check out all the other fine programming on the Experience. So,
including Talking Shop is returning. Kyle, if you could say a little bit about what's going on with that.
Returning on Monday.
So Talking Shop is appointment viewing now. We're going to come back. It's not going to be as often. It's going to be every few weeks, but we're going to have bigger name guests with bigger projects joining us. And we're kicking it back off with Thomas Healy, who is the editor-in-chief of the Spawn universe, who is has a new book on FOC on Monday called Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx, #1. Which I just read in between Miss Jen's show before y'all and y'all's show. And it's very good. Even if you're not reading Spawn, which I haven't done in 15 years. So, it's very good. But the big thing about it is that we have him on twice. He'll be here Friday on the FOC show with myself and Matthias Lewis, doing kind of a short little real intense conversation about the book, and then Monday he'll be back to talk about the whole Spawn universe and everything he's working on as the editor-in-chief. The other thing we're hoping to get him to talk about, and I keep saying this, he's doing a book called Spawn 77 coming up later this year, with art by maybe the hottest artist going right now, Mark Spears. So that could be super interesting as well. So very excited to talk to him. And we are working on some really colossal names, including a guy named Jeff who spells his name with a G. Coming up a little bit later on in the month. So
cool. Sounds good. So you heard it here. Check it out. Check it out. And you can always tune into the Experience Monday through Friday to see fantastic content. So please check it out. All right, Rich. Where are we going? Who are we hunting for?
We're going to the Uncanny X-Men for the Hunt of Xavier, Manhunt. Again, in X-Men, Uncanny X-Men #11. Gail Simone was the writer. Javier Garron was the artist. He makes everyone chunky. It's fun. color artist Matthew Wilson, and the lettering VC's Clayton Cowles. And that main cover was by David Marquez and Matthew Wilson. There's also a really fun Phil Noto covers, which I will be showing the two that I got. I got this one too, but it's already put away. As a connecting cover, though, they're not really connecting.
Oh.
So if you haven't been reading X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, this story is basically a drop-in story for this issue. And it goes back to, I've been reading the X-Men books for a very long time, and I feel that the events back in the 80s and 90s were a little bit more organic to the story. And in the 2000s, when the events were going through, we know that certain writers, Peter David, really doesn't care for these because it interrupts what's going on in the story you're telling. Mm-hmm. And I read Uncanny, and this was a total drop-in story because we're learning about the kids. And the kids are still in this issue, and I'm glad they did their whole danger room scene. But this manhunt seems very inorganic, especially with the second book we'll be reviewing rather. But in this one, we learn that Xavier's daughter is gonna be she's targeted to kill, and Deathbird returns. I'm very happy that she called herself Death, even though she was War, but okay. So she is there to protect her niece, and Xavier in the prison feels his daughter, and that fuels the entire manhunt quest, I'll say, because Xavier breaks out of the prison with the help of Sarah, who, if you've been reading Uncanny, is this weird new character who's after things, something.
As you do.
And we get a weird 2-page, interesting little detail with a guy who sees sentinels in his family and kills his family. I have zero clue what that 2 pages has to do for anything, unless it's her way of saying this is coming up maybe in the next arc.
Yeah.
And that's some Chris Claremont-ish right there. Like,
yeah,
when in something that's going to come issues later.
Well, the people getting sick and something's happening with them. There's some kind of like a plague thing happening. You know,
and he has this plague.
Yeah, and I don't know what was going on, but I don't know. This is very interesting to me. I really like the issue. I thought it set up a very strong reason for Xavier to leave. I had no idea that the Shi'ar were going to be a part of it. I was very excited for that because I love the Shi'ar. I think some of the best X-Men stories are when they are off the planet doing stuff in space. So when I thought, we're going to get some Shi'ar action, and she was like, "Father, help me," and all this good stuff. Fantastic. Loved it. Great. I thought it was a really strong issue. I really think that the art is great. I love the artist. I think his work is fantastic. And I just thought the whole book was really good.
Yes.
One book that I did not like, and that was the next one we're going to review, which is part 2, and that is NYX number 6, I think it is. And the reason why, I'm sorry, you can read who the credits are by.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're breaking out. So he breaks out.
Yeah.
And the next book is NYX. So that's the covers by Phil Noto. And talk amongst yourselves.
Well, the reason why I didn't like, the reason why I didn't like this book is because it's very, to me, at least it felt, it's pretty unclear what's going on. Like, why is Xavier here? He needs to get a sample of the one of Krakoa's seeds.
Flowers.
Flowers. I assume he's going to create a portal that goes to the Shi'ar space or something, because I don't know how he's going to get there or why he needed to do that. It wasn't clear to me, unless I missed it. I don't know.
the writers, Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. The artist is Francesco Mortorino. Color artist is Raul Angulo. The letterer is VC's Joel Sabino.
Mm-hmm.
And that cover artist is Sarah Pacelli and Federico Blee. And then I got the Phil Notos. So this issue is exactly, I think, why Peter David hates crossovers. Because not only do you have Manhunt in this issue, you've got One World Under Doom in this issue.
Yep.
And you have the continuing story that I think finishes up next issue. I think the book is ending. It's either ending with 10 or 11. I don't remember which.
Oh, say it isn't so.
Yeah, it's ending, thankfully. So reading this, I read the first couple issues of NYX, did not care for this book. And now we're reading this, and I'm reading this going, I have zero clue what's going on. A. And B, why does he just show up here? How did he get dressed? What is going on with him?
Yeah.
He's actually getting his helmet. He tricked Anoli and Ms. Marvel into going with him, saying that he wants a seed, but he actually got his helmet that he used to wear during the Krakoa age, and that's it. And then Mojo talks about him. This issue was so thrown together. I really feel like these two writers were like, well, damn it, I gotta write Xavier into this book somehow. So we're gonna have Mojo narrate about him. It was a weird mess. And then I had no clue who Local was. He's some new mutant that Mojo kills, and he's making Mojo City. Oh my God. Talk about a mess. This issue you could have skipped, because unless the helmet does something, but I think the helmet is going to help him control people. I think it's going to help him control some bird people.
He was talking, isn't this a one and done issue, Barlord? Yes. Yes, it is, because the next one goes into Mojo City, and then they're going to have their final confrontation with Mojo. I think in one or two issues, and then
I think it's 10.
I think it's really one. I thought it was I thought they were at least going to give them 12.
I know it's not. I think it's 11. We'll see. Where'd my glasses go?
Yeah, they were on top of your head, but you put them down.
Yeah, they're not now. Okay, so
slipped off your
now he's running, and he runs to Storm.
Yeah, who's an Avenger?
And the writer is
she hooks him up with the meal.
Yeah, Mariwa Aodel. I apologize if I butchered your name. Luciano Vecchio. I love him. The color artists are Alex Guimaraes and Rachel Rosenberg, and the letter is VC's Travis Lanham. These names, people. And the cover artist was Mateus Manahanini. I'm going with that.
Hey, Easy Reader. Hey, Eddie. Welcome in.
So, again, I read the first two issues of Storm and was like, peace out. I'm gone. But then I learned that Vecchio will be penciling this from now on. Lucas Warnock is out, I guess, or they're going to be doing rotating arcs. So I'm in for the Vecchio issues because I absolutely love his art. And I'm in it because I absolutely love Maggot. So I don't want to hear no Maggot hate in the comments.
Isn't he like Omega Magnet now?
He is Omega Maggot now. I love it. I loved it.
Something. I had no idea what's going on in this damn issue.
I had no clue. Idea. She now is a goddess of the
storm
weather
goddess or something. She's like a storm weather goddess with her magic and everything. She is like beyond like Omega level mutant now.
Yeah,
like I get it. She's
flexing
her power. Like I get it. She's mama. She's giving like nurture. You know, I love my people. I'm going to be cool and everything. Like creating the lightning rods and her being all dressed up in the armor and everything. And I'm like, you're going to war with Xavier, you know, and you're fighting like Scott's X-Men, and then you freeze him. And I'm like the whole thing was just, it was
crazy. So yes, BB Haunted Comics. It is Mutant on Mutant. It is Scott's.
No. It is
X-Men
not Mutant on
team.
Mutant. It is not Mutant on Mutant. It is Storm against everyone else. Literally, like she literally solos Scott's team. She literally she dog walks them all, and I'm like, really? This is what we're doing with Storm now? Okay, like I'm here for it, but really, this is what's going on, and like the whole thing, and so we didn't mention is an Uncanny is like Rogue and like Scott. I guess they're working with the Grey Malkin people. They came to an agreement, and so I think that the Grey Malkin people, the people who are holding Xavier, called them in to come in like there's like an uneasy truce.
Yeah, because he has cancer. Or
exactly,
he's got something in his brain.
Yeah, he's got that thing in the back of his head, and so now Storm literally just like whoops everyone's ass. Except for but Maggot gets destroyed by Juggernaut, which is a really cool scene. But then she like barfs up this gold ball thing, feeds it to Maggot, and now he's Omega Magnet, so she can now make Omega level mutants now.
I guess.
And I'm like, what is going on? Like
I don't know. For not knowing what's going on, I actually really enjoyed this issue. I thought it was crazy. I did. It was crazy.
I mean, she was flexing super hard, and I was like, okay, like I get it. Like Storm was getting so much love right now, but some of it, I'm not understanding some of it. She has a battle cruiser now called the Sanctuary, and it's like it's a lot.
Steve, the reason why is if you look at the 3 different covers, Xavier starts to the far left and then runs each issue. Clock. So the next issue, it'll be on the right side of the Manhunt banner. And it's just a banner that Marvel loves. Marvel used to do this like with the Mutant Massacre. It's just a way to let you know as a reader that this continues the crossover.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a lot of these little banners in a long time. I wish this event was a little bit more, I wish it was something not so bam.
Bye, Kenneth. Because we're not used to it anymore. We're not used to this anymore.
No.
We're used to like the super duper things that go on for like months, like this Doom thing that's happening right now. Like I was actually kind of relieved that it was going through just like the X-Men books, and it's kind of like a one and done bam. Like I was like, oh, okay, cool, Marvel, let's do this. You can.
So next week we'll review the next 2, which is X-Men and
X Factor, I think.
Yeah, I think those are the next ones coming out.
Which is fine. I've been reading X Factor, so I'm excited for it.
There's even a handy dandy little
flow
chart. We haven't seen a flow chart in decades. Yes, the next one's X-Men 13 and X Factor 6 or 8. I believe they're both coming out.
Yeah.
We have to hurry this up because Morgan Malzahn, we have 2 minutes to do the giveaway.
Yes, and we have to allow, producer Kyle to go to the bathroom. Like he has mandatory bathroom breaks, so we have to make sure that he takes them or we'll get sued. Anyway, Kyle, I think everyone has put in their stuff.
Oh, he's already on it. He's done. He's like, I'm on it.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Producer Kyle's teeth have been floating for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's Zach's. No, Zach's can't win again. Sorry, Zach's already won one within the last 30 days. Sorry.
Good try.
Luis won one too. Yes, we got a lot of repeats. So yay! BB,
congratulations.
So BB will win. Sorry, it was BB. Luis, you won within the last 30 days. So one of the stipulations is you can't win within 30 days. So sorry. So it is actually BB Haunted Comics one. BBB. So
BBB.
Kyle, producer Kyle is going to put in the chat where you need to sign. If you could please fill that out, the paperwork out. We'll make sure that we get you your comic in the mail this weekend. So please, Yes. I sent it.
All right, well, we got to go. It's 7 o'clock.
Yes.
We will be back next week with some Daredevil, more X books, and some more number ones. So,
all right,
thank
love you all.
for joining
Bye.
us. Bye.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.